Hi guys, it's me Jessica and welcome to another video on my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a review slash first impressions on the new Kylie Cosmetics holiday collection. I picked up 3 things from the holiday collection. By the way, I also included a little tutorial for you guys on this eye look right here, and I used shadows from the eyeshadow palette that I got. So if you want to see how to get this purple halo eye, perfect for winter time, let me say, then just wait till the end because I'm going to include that at the end. But first I'm going to be doing some swatches from the 3 things that I did pick up from the holiday collection. So I ordered these on the Monday that they were first released. So these are the 3 things that I picked up from the holiday collection. So first, I really want to talk about this eyeshadow palette. So this is my first eyeshadow palette ever, which is surprising because I order like everything from Kylie Cosmetics. Love this brand, it's one of my favorite brands. I've just never gotten around to buying one of her eyeshadow palettes, and I actually already swatched all the shades right here, and here's just a little overview of all the shades. So this is just what the eyeshadow palette looks like, and I love the packaging of this. So this is just what these shades look like. I feel like this is just such a perfect winter eyeshadow palette, and there's a mirror. Really appreciate the fact that she put a mirror in this. So I'm really obsessed with all the shades. I love the matte shades. These are the matte shades right here. So the matte shades are super creamy. They're super buttery, and I heard from other reviews that people tend to like the matte shades more than the shimmer shade, and I would have to say I agree with that. I really love the matte shades in here. Don't get me wrong, the shimmer shades are awesome in here, but they're just not my favorite. I will probably say they're maybe my 2nd or 3rd favorite formula for shimmer shadows. My number 1 favorite shimmer shadows are from Cosmetics. There's just such a variety of shades in here, and I feel like if you want to branch out into color but you're a little hesitant, I feel like this is a great extra little push. So these are just all these swatches on my arms. I'm going to tell you guys all the names of them. So the one up here is just a matte shade, and it is the shade called Sugar Cookie. Okay, so the next shade is this silver shade right here, and it is the most pigmented one out of all the shimmer shadows. Look at this. It's so stunning. The next shade is the shade Sugar Cookie, and I use this as my transition shade today. And this is the next shade right here, and it's a really pretty kind of like rusty burgundy shade. And I really wanted to use this on my lids today, but I opted for this purple halo eye instead. And this is the color called Nutcracker. Next shade is this stunning blue shade. I don't really have that many blue eyeshadows in my collection, so I was really happy to see that this came with a blue eyeshadow. And this is another shimmer shadow, and it is called Winter. But I will say this one was probably the driest out of all the shimmer shadows, and it was also the least pigmented out of all of them, but nonetheless it still showed up on my arm. Still a really nice swatch, but I will say it wasn't as buttery as the other shimmer shadows. Next shade is this shade right here, and this is the shade that is on my lids right in the middle, and this is the shade called Mittens. I love that name, it's so adorable, and it's just a really pretty purpley plum shade. Again, perfect for winter time. Next shade is this gorgeous kind of like goldy bronzy shade. This is a shade called Silent Night. Next shade is this matte evergreen type of shade right here. Oh my god, I didn't mean to flip you guys off. Sorry about that. So it's just a really gorgeous green color, and just like blue, I don't have that much green in my makeup collection, so I thought this was really interesting, and I do want to do a makeup tutorial with this. And the last shade is just this shade right here. Also use this in my makeup tutorial. I use it to darken up the whole lid look, and this is just the shade called Gingerbread. Oh, I don't think I ever told y'all what this one was called. This one was called Evergreen. But yeah, these are all the swatches, and they all swatch very nicely. Love these shadows. And the thing that I love the most about this palette is that there's barely any fallout. These shadows are all very pigmented, and there's barely any fallout. There's just like a little bit of kickback, but not even that much, and you'll be able to see that in the makeup tutorial later. So this is retailed for $42, and you are getting 9 eyeshadows. It is pretty pricey because I did buy my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills for $42, and I got, I think 16 shades. Oh, 14 shades. I got 14 shades in my Modern Renaissance palette versus 9 shades, but I will say the quality of these shadows is totally worth the price. So if you were thinking about buying this eyeshadow palette, I totally recommend it. And then next I got a lip ornament, and I probably will hang this up on my tree because it's silver. So this is just a lip ornament, and this was retailed for $18, and I got the shade Dancer. And I just want y'all to hear this because this fits perfectly in here, but listen to this when you take it out. If that's not satisfying, I don't know what is. So this is just the shade called Dancer. It's a really pretty metallic shade. So I did swatch this in the makeup tutorial later on, but I did take it off because I did believe that Vixen was a better fit for the eye look. But this is so pretty. I'm probably gonna wear this on Christmas Day. I feel like it's just a perfect holiday lip. So I'm gonna swatch this on my hand right here. These metallic liquid lipsticks, I thought they would be pretty opaque, and I thought I'd need to put like 2 or 3 layers, but I only put 1 layer and pretty much covered my entire lip. I love this shade. It is so pretty. It's just a metallic kind of like red shade. Kind of matches my nails. And the next thing that I got is a lip kit ornament, and I got it in the shade Vixen. Same packaging as all the other lip kits, except it is silver. I love silver, guys. So it's kind of like Court K in a way, but I do not like Court K. It is my least favorite lip kit. I love Kylie Cosmetics, but I will never ever wear that lipstick out in public. Literally crumbles off of my lips while I talk. But this is just so much better. So this is just the Vixen lip kit, and also comes with a lip liner. And what I will say about the lip liner is that the lip liner is a lot more stiff than my other lip liners. Kylie Cosmetics has some of the best lip liners in my opinion. They're super creamy, super pigmented, super opaque. They're so amazing. But I think Kylie changed the formula for her holiday collection. This is a lot more stiff than my other ones. It wasn't as opaque as my other ones, and it was just a lot harder to apply. And since wintertime is approaching, my lips have been getting very dry lately. When I did put this all over my lips, it kind of stuck to the dry patches on my lips. But just a forewarning, if you're going to use this lip liner, I would suggest probably exfoliating your lips before, maybe using like a sugar scrub, any kind of lip scrub, just to like remove all the dead skin from your lips. And then you'd also want to moisturize, so just a little tip for that. By the way, I just ate dinner and I have my Vixen lip kit on, which is this right here. Nothing came off, which is absolutely awesome. Well, actually a little bit did come off in the middle, but look at how intact my lipstick still is. Speaking of which, I'm gonna reapply because I ate some steak and I really devoured that. I am so impressed by this lip kit. It stayed on my lips. Wow, I was really like into that steak. Like I was really having a moment and it stayed on my lips. That's awesome. Okay, so I reapplied the liquid lipstick and it was so easy to reapply. Some of my Kylie lip kits I can't really reapply to my lips because they'll kind of just crumble off, but this one was super easy to reapply. And then here is the liquid lipstick. I'm gonna swatch this on my hand too. I love this shade. But it's a really pretty like blackened, plummy, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so pretty. It's on my lips right now. And let me say, it makes my teeth look really white. Like it's really dark in real life and I really love it. It's super vampy. Totally out of my comfort zone. And this lip kit was, I believe, $30, which is $1 more expensive than her regular lip kits. But I don't mind that considering the fact that it comes in this adorable packaging. So that's everything that I picked up from the holiday collection from Kylie Cosmetics. I am so happy with my purchase. So now I'm gonna go ahead and play the clips for the makeup tutorial. So if you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. I'm so excited for this. So here I am. I just have a little bit of foundation on. I filled in my brows. And this is the package right here. I just cut the tape. I'm ready to open this. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. This is just what the palette looks like. It is so pretty. And then just open it up. Whoopsies. And then this is just what the inside looks like. As you can see, this one has a mirror, so that's really awesome. I'm not exactly sure what eye look I'm going to do yet, but I'm just gonna go with it. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and start with the eye makeup. I am so ecstatic right now. Okay guys, coming closer, coming. Okay, we are really close now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids now. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, and it just looks like this. And I'm just gonna dot this on my eyelids, and I'm gonna rub it out with my fingers. Dab. God, I'm so cringy, I swear. Okay, so I'm just pressing this in with my ring finger. Okay, so now that that's there, we're gonna go ahead and set the primer now. So I'm gonna be taking the shade Sugar Cookie, and it's just this shade right here. So I'm just gonna be taking my E40 brush from Sigma, and I'm just gonna be dipping into the shadow. And I'm just gonna place this all over my lid just to set the primer. Whoa, right off the bat, this is pigmented. And so far, I don't see that much fallout. There is a little bit of powder, but that's normal for eyeshadows, especially if they're super pigmented like this. Okay, so now I'm going to be dipping into this shade right here. And this is the shade Chestnut. And I'm just gonna be taking the same E40 brush from Sigma. I'm just gonna be putting this into the crease, and I'm gonna use it as a transition shade. And this doesn't have to be too neat. I'm really just like placing this into the crease. It's even getting a little bit on my lid, but that's fine. It's just a transition shade, so it doesn't matter if this is too precise. There are a lot of shades in this palette that are really calling my name, so I'm not exactly sure which one I want to use. I might do a purple halo eye. I'm so torn between this palette. There's so many pretty shades in here. I want to use them all on my eye. Okay, so I made up my mind. I'm gonna be doing a purple halo eye. Okay, so now I'm gonna be deepening up the outer V, the inner V, and kind of like the crease area. Okay, so I'm gonna take the shade Gingerbread, and it's just this shade right here. And I'm gonna be taking my Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just gonna be placing this on the outer V. And I'm working with a light hand just to really diffuse the shadow. Just know that blending is key. When in doubt, blend. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this little pencil brush right here, and this is just the Morphe B18 brush. I'm just gonna take the same shade and I'm gonna put this into the crease. Okay, change of plans. I do not like this brush for this particular job, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my E40 brush again. I'm just gonna blend that out because that brush did not do a very good job. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Sigma E45 brush, and then I'm gonna dip into this. Okay, I like this brush a lot better. So as you can see, I'm just following the natural crease of my eyelids. And I'm also taking it into the inner third of my eye. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be taking my E40 brush again, and I'm just gonna be blending everything together. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put in some shadow into the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking this shadow right here. And this is the shadow called Mittens, and it's a really pretty shimmery purple shade. So I'm gonna be taking my favorite packing brush, and this is just the Sigma E56 brush, and I'm just gonna be placing this into the middle of my eyes. It's official, I'm obsessed with Kylie Cosmetics shadows. They're absolutely amazing. And as you can see, there is no fallout under my eyes, which I love. And when I do eye looks like this, I tend to usually use my Naked 3 palette, but I think I found my new favorite purple shade. These are so much more pigmented than the shadows in my Naked 3 palette. As much as I love that palette, I'm just gonna say I think these shadows are a little bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the lower lash line now. So I'm gonna be taking the shade Sugar Cookie, and it's just the shade right here, and I'm just gonna be blending that out onto my lower lash line. And I'm just using my favorite shader brush, and this is the Sigma E20 brush. Ow, I just poked my eye. Okay, before I go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and put some eyeliner into my tight line and my waterline. Where's my eyeliner? Where did it go? Found it! So I'm gonna be using a little mini size of the Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and it just looks like this. Dang it, I got eyeliner on my contact. Okay, now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna be taking this shade that we used earlier too, and it's just the shade Gingerbread. I'm gonna focus this on the outer third of my lower lash line. Okay, so now I'm gonna be going in with some lashes. I typically don't wear lashes, but I feel like this look just needs a little bit of lash. So I'm gonna be taking these, and these are the Ardell Wispies, and they just look like this. I love Ardell lashes, they're some of my favorites. So I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I got some lashes on, and I also put some mascara on my lower lash line, but I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out because we're gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna put on some blush now. So I'm gonna be using my Tarte Color Real palette thingy. I don't have a blush brush. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And this time I have a blush brush. Okay, take two. So I'm gonna be taking the shade Concept, and it's just this shade right here. And I'm just gonna be using my Sigma large angled contour brush, and this is the F40. I'm just gonna dip into this, and then I'm just gonna apply this to my cheeks. I'm gonna be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and this is the Sweets palette. By the way, I did a review on this. If you haven't seen it, you can click on the card. I'll put it like right here, or maybe it's here. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking the shade, I think I'm gonna take the shade Sassy Grape. It's this really beautiful purple highlight. I've never worn it before. I wore it in my first impression / review, but I've never worn it in an actual makeup look. So I'm just gonna be taking my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just gonna be applying Sassy Grape to the tops of my cheekbones. Okay, now we're gonna finish up the look with some lip snake. So I'm not exactly sure which lip kit I want to use. I'm kind of gravitating towards my Vixen lip kit, but I want to show you guys Dancer swatched on the lips, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this on my lips. I'm gonna put this on, but I'll take it off after. Whoa, that is something else. Yep, I definitely should have lined my lips beforehand. But oh my god, this color is stunning. So this is what the shade Dancer looks like. I do have one complaint though. When I take my brush out, at least when I took it out the first time, all the product sank down and there was about this much product left. Kinda is a letdown considering that I did pay $18 for this. I would like the bottle to be filled up to the top. It comes with 0.11 fluid ounces, but it's kind of just like deceiving. But it's okay, nonetheless, I love this color. It's super opaque. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I wiped it off on my lips, and now it's time for the Vixen lip kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the lip liner. And Kylie Cosmetics has my favorite lip liners. They're just so creamy and they're so pigmented. Okay, so I just raved about how much I love these lip liners, but I do think that Kylie kind of changed the formula for her holiday lip kits because this one does feel a little bit more stiff, and my lips are so dry right now. I think that metal liquid lip really did dry them out even more, and it is winter time, or winter time is approaching, and it's been getting a lot colder in Texas recently, and honestly my lips are not having it. My lips are so dry, so the lip liner is kind of clinging to my dry patches, so as you can see it's kind of a little patchy, but that is my fault because my lips are super dry. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Vixen liquid lip. I'm so excited. Whoa, okay, this is a lot better than Court K. I can tell right off the bat. Yep, I like this a lot more than Court K. Okay, so this is what the Vixen lip kit looks like. I absolutely love it. Okay, so this is the final look using my new products from Kylie Cosmetics from the holiday collection. I'm obsessed with this. I love this purple halo eye. I love this really dark vampy lip. Okay, so I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you did, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below any video requests that you have for me, and if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you, and bye! Time to film. I feel like there's food in my teeth. Drink some water. Ow, I hit my knee on the table. I drink my water so weirdly when I have lipstick on because I don't want to ruin it. The other eye.